What's up, Internet? This is the 84th Wolf.
And Obsidian Melody.
And welcome back to another Wolf Watches reaction video. This one of RWBY Volume 5, Episode 2, Dread in the Air. Well, last episode was really cool. We got a lot of new information. We saw kind of what everyone else is doing. But now this is the episode where Rooster Teeth normally breaks down the episodes like two members of Team RWBY in one episode and then two members of Team RWBY in the other. The last episode we focused mostly on Ranger, with a little bit of Blake, Weiss, and I guess second place would be Yang, in terms of development. I would think that we would pick up Yang's story in the third episode, or at the very least, at the end of this episode, she meets up with Raven. That's how I see it. But I think the majority of it is going to be between Weiss and Blake.
Yep, that's what I've been thinking, is that it's going to go. Just because they don't want to throw us into Raven just yet. Yeah, just yet. It's got to be a big reveal in everything that's been going on. So, I've avoided as much spoilers as I can. Obviously, there were a couple of name drops that I could not avoid. I think you said there's a couple of things. So I think we're thinking about the same thing. Yeah,
so hopefully it doesn't impact our reaction too much. So, you ready?
Yeah, always.
Let's rock and roll. It's such a good song, too.
He always does really good with his compositions.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking that, with all the intros, the first two were, kind of upbeat and stuff. Third one was, getting into depressing. Fourth one was just kind of...
Yeah, let's just live.
Yeah, it was the whole theme of the fourth one was, recovery. But the music kind of matched that. And this one, it's it's almost back to kick ass again.
Yeah.
What I really like about the intro that we weren't able to discuss last time was the little miniature fight scene that we saw with Hazel. The fact that he does this one right here, he doesn't use a weapon, but he's blocking everything. So I wonder if that's his semblance or just
or if he's a Faunus.
I don't think he's a Faunus. They already have Tyrion to fill in the Faunus.
Yes, but you never know, because remember Gira, his.
That's true. Trait? Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want it to be entirely staffed of Faunus. I just want to see if it's an ability that he has or if it's a semblance.
It could be either.
Are we ready?
Oh, we get to see Dr. Watts.
That voice sounds familiar. Oh.
God, that grin, God. Oh, it's Salem's little observer orb thing.
Wonder when we'll get a name for that.
After you.
I'm sure it already has a name. I just haven't looked at it.
Are you there?
Hello, Leonardo. Do you have something to report?
Of course, ma'am. I would not waste your time if not. I'm still just so fascinated by this creature. Cinder, dear, are we coming through? Can you see us clearly? Well, as clearly as you can.
Shut up.
Oh, she's got her voice back.
Oh, goody. You've recovered.
Your report. What is it?
I've found the Spring Maiden.
Is that so? Well done, Arthur. Had I known how useful you'd be in expediting this process, I would have sent you long ago.
As much as I'd love to take credit, ma'am, I can't say that either of us are to thank for this development.
After this, I have something to mention.
I guess you could say a little birdie told us.
Explain.
You see, ma'am, Crow Bronwyn arrived at Haven Academy earlier today. He believes Spring has taken residence with his sister's tribe.
Is the girl with him?
Yes, Miss Rose was in attendance.
And you know of the tribe's location?
Yes, ma'am. But you have to hurry. Crow is already at odds with my...
I saw this in the trailer. I thought it was Dr. Watts' weapon, but now we know it's this thing.
I remember your fear. But since that day, you've been extraordinarily brave. I won't forget all that you've done for me. Do not forget everything I can do to you. Cinder, you and your team will meet with Dr. Watts and together convince Raven Bronwyn that the survival of her people depends on her cooperation. Once you have Spring under control, escort her to the relic and contact Hazel. The White Fang was promised the destruction of Haven, and they'll have it once we have what we need.
Wow.
Understood.
Not you, Arthur. Tyrion's in need of a new tail.
What happened to his old one?
Guess.
The silver-eyed girl? It will be done.
Wow, that is a lot of really cool information at once.
Seems Crow was right, Lionheart. Students aren't pushovers.
You're free to speak your mind.
I don't understand. Working with bandits? Keeping Ruby alive? What's the point? We're strong enough to take what we want by force.
Never underestimate the usefulness of others. Take Leonardo. He was one of Ozpin's most trusted, and yet now... You will have the power I promised you when the time is right. But remember that it comes with a cost. If Ruby Rose has learned to harness her gift, then you must take care to protect yours. There's only so much I can do to aid you.
I wonder if is she wearing a mask under that, or is that supposed to be Shadow?
No, it's a
And
mask.
Cinder,
Okay.
before you go, inform Tyrion that I wish to have a word with him.
So I wonder if Dr. Watts has been like experimenting on Tyrion this whole time, and that's why he's crazy.
No, I think he's just crazy. It's probably the venom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking before, but I think that's part of it.
Where are we?
Nowhere good. Passing by some of Lake Matsu's floating islands. The gravity dust that forms in these things has given us a little turbulence. Nothing I can't handle, but the islands sometimes hide some nasty grim. I'm just betting on our friends in distress, keeping them preoccupied.
Look out!
Oh, nice dodge.
You've got to be kidding me.
By the gods, we lost Percy! Help!
Are those the same people? Oh, Insect Grim. I've been looking forward to Insect Grim, but I didn't think they'd be this big.
Oh, they're pretty big. Oh, yeah, they're pretty big.
Oh. They're dead.
I don't think so. I mean...
That's like the first time we actually saw Grim kill people.
Freaking Lancers.
Lancers? Is that what he called them?
I think so.
What are you doing?
What we should have done in the first place. You're carrying dust, right?
Officially, no. Actually, yes.
Then when I tell you, open the rear door.
Better make it quick.
There's the scene from the trailer.
Yeah. I hope this pilot stays with us.
Kid,
We're cutting close.
Ready! Yeah!
Come on, Weiss. Ooh, nice shot.
hold on.
Nice.
What was that?
We're
Oh,
hooked.
stingers.
I got an idea. Hold on. Literally.
And the old scrape through a tiny hole cliche. Or that.
See, that's what I thought he was going to do at first.
Can you find a pair of islands we can fit between?
Oh, there it is.
Kid, you are reading my mind.
Oh, that was neat. Nice.
I was kind of hoping she would have, like,
Yeah, great going,
set off
kid.
the
We
gravity
are in
dust.
the clear.
Yeah, well, I mean, the episode's still young. I was hoping for a chain lightning attack.
Ah.
Oh, there's still one left.
It's a Queen Lancer!
A Queen Lancer.
Of course, it's an insect.
Oh, that thing is huge. Oh. That's not good.
Do something.
There it is.
Fire all cylinders. Nice. Obliterated.
Nope.
Or not. Crap.
It's never that easy.
Yeah, it never is. Come on.
I can see the shoreline. God, we're not gonna make it.
Come on, Weiss.
Oh, there's one more.
Oh, summoning! Yes!
Pull up! Now!
Just gonna fall on top of it. Wow! Please! Please slice it in half. Teleportation too? I don't even care. That was badass.
I guess you can use her blue.
Yes! Oh my god.
That was nice.
That was incredible.
Oh, and
Winter.
Winter was waiting for him.
Maybe. Or that or Weiss has uses a lot of
glyphs.
A lot of glyphs right there.
Adam.
Oh, come on!
I'm not going to repeat myself.
God damn.
So I want you to listen when I tell you that the White Fang will not attack Haven Academy.
High Leader Khan, I am begging you.
You should beg for
Holy
forgiveness and nothing else.
She looks badass.
The assault you led on Beacon was not the great victory you clearly think it was. And you should be grateful your punishment wasn't more severe. You are a symbol for many in our organization, but that doesn't make you infallible.
I was merely trying to follow your example, High Leader.
And what example might that be?
Strength. Strength and unwavering conviction. The humans have seen that strength now.
I was one of the first to suggest violence where violence was necessary. Peace bred complacency and acceptance of our place in the world. I will not allow humanity to push us down without pushing them back. But the destruction of the Huntsman Academies crosses a line. The loss of the CCT has brought global communication to a crawl, and the White Fang is more of a target now than ever before. You have justified humanity's campaign against us, and for what? Empty promises from a group of humans? Humans we still know nothing about, and come and go as they please. These are not examples of strength, Adam. They are examples of your talents being diminished by short-sightedness.
If you want to know more about the humans, then why not talk to one of them yourself? Hazel!
Took you long enough.
What is this?
Apologies. I don't aim to cause any trouble.
There isn't going to be one, but I so want to fight where Hazel just beats the shit out of him.
Hear what he has to say.
This is grounds for execution.
Ma'am, please. Nobody needs to die today. I'm just asking for a moment of your time.
The longer you stay here, the less of a chance you have of leaving alive.
I'll take those chances, if you don't mind. You don't like me. You have no reason to like me. But you don't have to like me to get the results you want.
I know Adam's tall, but Hazel is gigantic.
Comprehend what it is that I want. I want humanity to fear the Faunus, to know that we demand respect. I do not want to start a war with the humans that we cannot win.
That's where you're wrong. We can win a war against the humans. Not only because we have the support of Hazel's master, but because the Faunus are the dominant species of this planet. We're better than humans. We have everything humans have and more. Humans shouldn't just fear the Faunus. They should serve the Faunus.
I've had enough of this conversation for tonight. Guards, take them away. I said take them away.
Oh, don't tell me Adam's overthrowing them now.
I will admit, Sienna, you were right about my popularity. My followers in Vale already see me as the true High Leader, and many here in Mistral feel the same.
What are you doing?
What's right for the Faunus. From this day forward, I will be the one to lead the White Fang.
Wow. A coup in the second episode.
If you think I'll just step aside and follow beneath you, you're wrong.
Wow.
And there was the thing I saw.
Thank you, Sienna. You were there when our people needed you. But they need me now. I'm sorry you couldn't see this through to the end.
That sucks.
No, he's just giving her a hug in that scene. The sword's fake.
Sierra Khan looks so cool. I wanted to see more of her.
Give our former leader a proper burial. All who were here tonight will claim that Sienna was murdered by a human huntsman.
Yeah, that'll
Sienna
fly.
Khan will become a martyr for our cause. Her final act as High Leader.
As much as Adam likes that, I have a feeling Salem will not like that.
Yep.
When were you planning on telling me about that?
This was my business, not yours.
It's our business now, and I don't appreciate you withholding things like that.
Your master was concerned with Sienna's willingness to cooperate. Now she doesn't have to be.
Nobody needed to die today.
God.
I disagree.
Jesus. You know, there was one post I saw. It's like, before seeing episode 2, I haven't seen anything that could complete, like, without worrying about Adam affecting the story at all, just to die. And then after seeing episode 2, yeah, I want Adam to die. Now I understand.
Please.
No way.
What do you think?
I think
Hey, look who it is.
we just hit the jackpot.
Holy effing crap. You know what's funny? I actually thought of Weiss being captured by bandits, but I didn't think she was that close to be captured by bandits.
I thought it was going to continue. Apparently, I didn't realize it was done.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the Seer Dram.
That's okay, so we'll just call them the Seers. Oh man. God. That was intense.
Oh, that was too much.
It was. Jeez. What's the next episode? They just win the war?
Essentially.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's a little too much for me.
All right. So we saw a freaking awesome fight where we get to see Weiss's abilities, and it turns out she was the one that was trying to slow down their descent. Oh my god. I mean, you can go ahead and say something. I'm still collecting my thoughts here.
I'm thinking about what's going to happen next.
Well, let's just go back over the episode. We saw Weiss. We saw saw this massive battle. We get to learn a little bit more about the Knight, which is freaking amazing. It can teleport. It can use glyphs, and I guess. I mean, Weiss is immobile while this is happening, and I guess when she closes her eyes, she sees it from the Knight's perspective, which would be really effing cool if that's true. Okay. The
majority of the episode was
the majority of the episode was Weiss, and then
Adam's coup.
And then Adam's coup, which I'm of two minds about that. One, it's really, really good. I love the whole thing. But Sierra Khan was a character I was really looking forward to knowing and meeting. But they just introduced her and killed her in the same episode.
Yeah.
I think that could have stretched to the next episode. At the very least.
Well, that's just the pacing problem, but...
it is the pacing problem, but...
But it did add up into that. Now we know that Adam is never going back.
No, he is not. He is completely... He's irredeemable. That's what it was. It was Adam is not irredeemable yet, and then after watching episode 2, he is irredeemable.
He's gone too far.
He has gone way too far. He is cold-blooded murder, and he does it all in the name of faunus superiority, but really he just wants power. That's it.
Now, you know when I was saying I saw spoilers?
Yeah.
That scene where we can see her face as Adam's like holding her up. I thought, and this is what I thought. I didn't get to look at it real good because I was freaking out.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, let's go, skip it."
But I thought it was Ilya.
Oh, you thought it was Ilya?
I thought it was Ilya, and I was like, "That's kind of weird. Why would they do that?" And then I went into the comments and I was like,
Why'd you look at the comments?
Because I was like, who is this? And then I realized it was Sierra Khan, and I was like, shit.
Oh, man. But...
I was like, uh-oh.
And right at the end, it looked like she was reaching for his mask. I wonder if, like... Was she trying to hurt him? Does taking the mask off change anything?
Probably not. Because I think when we first saw him in the trailer, he put on the mask.
No, he's never touched his mask, as far as I remember.
I want to say when Blake said something, you know, like he came up to Blake and said something, or I think it's been a while since I've seen the.
If I remember correctly, like we don't even see the top half of him. We just see like the back half of him just enter frame and say his line. But again, it has been a while. I could be wrong, but God, he just straight up, like there wasn't even a fight.
Yeah,
he just fucking murdered her.
Yep.
And I know that that's what a coup is, but that is so dishonorable.
See, like everyone online was like, "No, he's just giving her a hug." And I was like, "No,
that is definitely not a hug. No. That is a stabby hug."
Well, all I saw was that scene where, like I said, all you saw was her face and Adam was turned around. That's all I saw. So I was like, "Oh no, what is this?"
All right.
Oh, God.
And Lionheart with Dr. Watts and Salem. Mm-hmm. That was. I mean, I'm gonna have to rewatch that episode because they dropped a lot of stuff. Like it wasn't even like a lot of stuff. It was just like a lot of future events, how they detail it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they revealed their plan. Mm-hmm. So now it's just up to us to like figure out the order, where it's gonna happen, who's gonna be in charge. Mm-hmm. And I need to watch that again to like get all my facts straight on that. But I mean,
no, the thing I noticed was I feel like Cinder is going to pick up all the Maiden's powers, or that's what they're going for.
Yeah,
that's the way the conversation went with her in Salem, so that's the way I felt it's going to go.
Yeah, she does have the Maiden's powers. I just don't know if they're going to...
give them all to her, or not give them all to her, but...
Yeah, I mean...
in the writing, give them all to her.
Yeah.
Later down the line.
It just seems like too much power that Salem would trust to Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
But you could be completely right, and maybe Cinder Salem has like some fallback plan in case she does get betrayed or something.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was really excited about that is the fact that Cinder, Mercury, and Emerald are going back into, because they were in that fucking castle all last season and Emerald had like 2 lines, Mercury didn't have anything, and they didn't do anything.
We all know why Mercury didn't have any lines though, because they couldn't afford his voice actor. You just can't afford Sasuke from Naruto.
Yeah, but anyway.
But yeah.
And that was all intense. The Seer Grim, that thing is more dangerous than you think it is. But I guess that kind of defines a Grim.
Well, I would hope it did. I mean, I guess there's some moderately okay Grim.
Well, we've seen like little...
The elephants.
I mean...
Those are alright, they didn't really care.
Well, I mean, they didn't care because they're waiting. Yeah. But in terms of like aggressiveness, like we've seen the small bird Grim in Volume 2.
The RWBY hits?
No, there's there's one scene where they're clearing out houses and Blake opens a door and a bunch of like tiny.
I might not remember that.
Yeah, it was a very short thing, but like I'm sure they're aggressive, but they weren't as deadly as like some of these Grim. These Lancers, man.
Oh, those Lancers.
Those are
nasty.
Yeah, and the Queen Lancer, dear God.
Like,
thank God Weiss had a freaking ace in the hole.
Thankfully. See, that entire fight, I was wondering, when is she going to summon the knights?
To be perfectly honest, I forgot. Like, I didn't think that she was going to pull it out this early because it's the second episode, but she mastered it last volume. Season. So, I mean, it would make sense.
Absolutely. And I mean, she can summon other stuff, I'm assuming, too.
Well,
but her main thing is probably going to be the knight.
Yeah, she's gonna mostly use the knight because that's what she's comfortable with until she works on better. Yeah,
because we know that she can do Grim because Winter can do Grim as well.
Yeah,
like the Beowulf.
But as far as the rules of summoning, I think they have to be like proud achievements. You know. Mm. Like, I'm sure the Beowulf that Winter summons is probably like her first Beowulf kill or something. The birds, maybe it was like a very trying time that she managed to pull out of it. And this giant knight, obviously, is...
Yeah, the trailer.
The trailer, and not only that, but it was probably like her last step before getting into Beacon.
Actually, if you read the manga...
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Her dad said, if you want to go to Beacon, you have to essentially... follow my rules.
Yeah,
and you have to get your way in yourself.
Yeah, and they put her against the knight, not thinking that she would be able to do it.
Yes, because we obviously know what kind of dad Jock is.
Yeah, and as far as I know, the manga isn't considered canon, but that is of course something that I'm familiar with.
I believe that it. I don't know if they said it was canon or not, but.
It's different.
It's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, if it is canon, it sets up a whole new.
Yeah, it's like if it is canon, it's like just canon enough to follow the story, but not canon enough to like, because they use some of the scenes that are in RWBY and they're changed slightly. Like,
well, of course.
Yeah.
But that's how.
Yeah, that's how adaptations work. Yeah, exactly.
So.
But anyway, so what else? I hope, to tell you the truth, I hope the pilot survived. Mm-hmm. Because that guy was actually kind of cool. I don't even know his name, and I think he's really cool.
He's something.
Yeah, and fucking Raven kidnaps...
showing up at the end.
Yeah, kidnaps fucking Weiss, the heiress. So, and Yang is right behind them.
So...
And then right after that, RWBY is going to, invade Summer's thing. So
Summers?
Or not Summers, Raven's base of operations. So
yeah.
There's just so much stuff.
It's all gonna slowly...
Yeah, the only thing we don't know is Blake. But seeing how Adam just effing killed the leader, this is probably what Ilya was hinting at, that she knew what Adam was planning on doing. Mm-hmm. And when this news finally hits Menagerie...
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
Obviously.
The Belladonnas are going to be looked at as traitors because they're going to say, Adam planned this or whatever, but, obviously no one's going to believe them.
Yep.
And then maybe at that point, maybe they get run out of town. What if Gira and Kali get captured and Blake and Son have to go on the run? Mm-hmm. And then they go to Mistral. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I see it so far as happening.
Or her parents are killed.
No.
I don't want it to happen either.
No.
But that's another possibility.
No, not gonna happen.
No.
I know I just saw someone killed in cold blood, but no, not gonna happen. Oh shit, but you know what? You might be completely right. Because what did Adam promise Blake?
He was going to kill all her friends and family and everyone she cares about.
Oh, I like those two.
I do too.
I really do. Kali's cute.
Gira has little bean toes.
Oh boy. Oh god. So, I'm shaking a bit. So much stuff.
It's just threw everything at you at once. And
and that's the second episode in a row that they did that.
I wonder what it's going to be like 5 volumes down.
Yeah, okay, so what do you think the third episode... third episode is obviously got to be a Blake episode.
It's going to have Blake.
It's going to have Blake, and it's probably going to have Yang maybe just meeting up with Raven.
Mm-hmm. We might get a junior. Sorry,
a
ranger.
Well, yeah. You know what? That's one thing that I was surprised about this episode, that they didn't have the reaction of Ranger reacting to Ozpin / Oscar. So that's definitely got to be in the next episode.
Of course.
Which, by the way, I was doing some thinking about that. Do you think Jean will hate Oscar because he houses Ozpin, who indirectly got Pyrrha killed?
Probably.
Oh boy.
Unless he doesn't actually know.
Well,
I mean,
he can assume
because he saw Ozpin.
He saw Ozpin.
And Pyrrha's like,
he saw this experiment happening.
Oh yes, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, so there might be some kind of anger issues there.
Yeah, well, I know Crow's happy.
Oh God.
Crow had 28 shots that night.
Okay, well, I'm gonna watch this again in my own time and come up with some more crazy ass theories. But overall, this was an amazing episode.
It was something.
Yeah. All right, so we'll tune in for next episode. Hopefully, this episode doesn't get blocked as badly as my first episode did. But until then, this is the 84th Wolf.
I'm City Melody,
and we'll see you guys next time.